Living the dream. Right, see you in a bit. All right? You may well ask what I'm doing out on the wet, potholed roads of Oxfordshire Cotswolds this morning. Albeit, it is beautiful as usual. So I'm off to the most famous bikers cafe in the world, the Ace Cafe near Wembley, London, to see Daniel Hayes, the $1 Million Bogan, who is doing a bit of a video vlog over here in the UK at the moment. And he's doing a meet and greet at 11 o'clock this morning. I don't normally take the bike out in the rain or on wet days, but needs must. So I'm hoping it'll be an interesting morning.
I'm sure they do come with a neutral.
Yeah, they do eventually. So there's a bit of a two-stroke event going on here today as well. So some interesting looking bikes here.
explain this first. The reason I'm not on the baby chopper is the hardtail. I outlasted the hardtail. One of the welds snapped on the bike.
Whee!
I had to take it back. And as it snapped, it actually grooved through the tyre without me knowing. And I'm pretty lucky that I did notice it. So I took it back to Nullarbor. And Manchester Harley gave me this bike for the next 4 to 5 days. And he said, you'll only do a couple of 100 miles home. He said, yeah, I've already done 1,000. So sorry about that. I have to go with the bike again. So then I go home, I collect all this. I'm like a fisherman. I go out on a vlog and I cast a big net. And then I bring all that footage home and I sit on my computer for the next 8 weeks editing and pumping them out. I don't see anybody. So to come to another country to have so much interest is just blows me away, you know. So I just want to say thank you for following the vlog. I really mean that. It's not a good show to end up on. I breached the border with my Harley Davidson. And they made a story about it, even though I didn't break any laws. That because I'm a successful real estate agent that drives a Ferrari, great story, yeah? So they put me on primetime news, bored, cocky real estate agent. A Big Brother producer saw that, and they cast me for Big Brother, yeah? And I was on Big Brother. So I had to disappear. And I didn't know that I was gonna be on the show, you know, really right to one day from the end. So I had a bit of a run-in with Harley, but that really was the smoke screen for me disappearing for a couple of months. And then I showed an advert of what Harley Davidson used to be like. We're the misfits. We don't follow the status quo. We wear black. Remember how Harley Davidson used to be all about that? And about the rule breakers and we're not perfect. The misfits of society. So I still stand for those core values. Harley is a community. I think the community is bigger than Harley Davidson in itself, because so many people have used them. I mean, I love the product, but it is about the community. And I think sometimes they miss that. They miss the point. It's been non-stop for me. I was just saying how exhausted to the guys I am. I probably look like shit. I haven't spoken to really hardly anyone, to be honest. It has been... Yesterday I did 520 miles. On that, which is a lot. I think around, I left from the top of Wales and I rode all the way down. I did the Stonehenge and the Jurassic Coast. How good is that? Yeah. My God, that's probably the most beautiful coastline I've ever seen in my life. And you can walk right up to the edge. I thought about jumping off. It just went through my mind. Don't go down the bank. Yeah.
How do you feel about pushing you off?
You must be well pissed off.
You are so rude. Hey guys, hang on one second. I'll ask these guys a question. You ready? You guys decide. Should I marry Veronica? Yes. Okay. What? Sorry? You want to ask me a question? Go. What's the question? Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll call you back. Bye. When it's raining, when you don't have the right gear on, when your goggles are filled with water, when you're on a rigid chopper, lost in Scotland, not having any accommodation book, holding your camera, no fucking mirrors, no speedo, no GPS signal, trust me, we're no longer depressed. To get to know me, so I just knew that when I met B, that she's got a very strong personality, and like when I first met her, I told her, listen, you got to do this, this and this. She said, I'm not wearing that shit, and I just knew that to capture that would be good. When we met her at the hotel up at the tip of Australia at Port Douglas, do you remember when me and Parry turned up and she was all dressed up and she was so excited? There was no plan for her to come to the tip of Australia at that point. Zero plan. when I asked her on camera, because Parry behind the back was going, get her to come. We asked her there and then, and she said yes. So we just planned it and we went. So she's spontaneous and she has guts to do stuff, you know.
How did you meet Parry?
I have another business where I go into real estate businesses and critique them, and he employed me about 7 years ago to go into his business, and we've been friends ever since. And the first vlog, when I went to the Arctic with him in it, he was just coming to film me. He didn't even know how to turn a GoPro on. And I started just filming him, slugged him in the business class, and then I thought, we were laughing, and I thought, and then of course you put out the vlogs, you get feedback, and you think, yeah, this is really good. So, and we're pretty close as friends anyway. Do you know what, I tell you what's funny, what I think about with Parry and Veronica, and why the vlog, and David isn't a try-hard. He's not trying to get airtime, or, you know, Veronica's not trying to say, film this, film that. It works, because David's dry. So sometimes not commenting, but just with a look, is all you need. Colin does it beautifully. Veronica's the same. There's a part of the trip where we went up north where there's a scene where we're at camp and there's a fire, it's morning. Veronica's sitting down putting on makeup. Parry's packing the bag, and I'm saying, oh, this is great, we've saved on accommodation, Veronica. And she goes, don't you be a tight ass, don't you be. And I said, we're gung-ho, and Veronica's like this, and I said, David, are we gung-ho? And he just said, yes, sir! And then I went to Veronica, I said, are you gung-ho? She goes, fuck off. And I just think that is, you can't script that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So you got Parry who just gets it, and is like, let's go! And you got Veronica's like, don't you boss, you know, fighting over where to build a fire, and I'd say to Veronica, how many fires have you built before? Oh, that'd be none. You know, when Parry got his motorbike bogged in the river, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you know what Veronica said? She goes, why don't I get on it and I'll ride it? I said, it has gears. She goes, do they have gears? I said, Veronica, for the past 6 fucking months, what do you think this is me? She goes, I didn't even take notice. So it's quite funny, but, you know, yeah.
I started watching you when you were reviewing drones.
Yes.
I didn't even know about the bikes.
Yeah, 25 drones I've destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And guess what I did yesterday? Jurassic on the coastline.
Yeah.
You'll see it. I'm doing this, I'm right on the edge of the cliff. I'm doing this beautiful pull-away shot, and it disintegrates into the mountain.
I remember one where you went down on the beach and you lost the drone and you were in tears.
Can I tell you a quick funny story?
Yeah.
I bought a drone, and I remember brand new first flight, and I'm flying out to sea to get to this ship, and it gives you a warning. It says, turn around now. Your battery, you will not make it home. It's when you ignore the warnings, like I do, right? Yeah. I go, oh, it'll just go a bit further. Yeah. First time, and I've flown it out, and I'm flying it back, and about 1 kilometre, I just watch it go into the ocean, then it's just a blank screen. And I just held the control and walked back to the car like this. Just $3,000 gone. Yeah. Another time, brand new drone, I'm filming, talking to a guy, filming a surfer, chatting, laughing, ha ha ha, I'm so cool, oh my channel's so great, ha ha. Looking at my screen, it's black. Thinking, oh that's weird, it's black. So I press return to home. And after 4 hours of waiting, something dawned on me. Maybe I got out of my denial. Danny, you flew it into the fucking ocean again. So
you've provided us all with a lot of pleasure, mate.
Thanks. No.
You know. Thank you.
No, it's fun. I try and, you know, keep it fun. Funny. I was born in England, a small town. It was voted in 2011 England's most boringest town, a place called Grantham. So I was born there, and my parents emigrated to Australia where I was 5, and I've been back to the UK a number of times, but not to this extent. And I've always, and I'll be honest, I've always thought doomy and gloomy, and until I did the Lake District, and until I had that sunny day yesterday where I was riding through Wales, and the roads in Wales are the best, in my opinion, in the short time that I've ridden on for a motorbike. I was just having moments of touch me moments where the temperature was perfect. I was riding on a bike that was good and safe, and it was just a magical moment. And for the first time, I understood why people live in the United Kingdom. Everything was green. It was like watching a movie, but I turned the contrast right up, and everything was there was so much colour and beauty. And in Australia, it is so vast, but it's just red and dirt. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Very happily.
Massive thank you. Massive thank you to Daniel and Bobhead.
England!
Just to prove to my missus where I actually am today.
Oh, fantastic. I wasn't even shocked. Stupid face. I get stupider and stupider as the day goes on.
You provide us with a lot of entertainment a few times a week, so
Thank you. No worries.
Just before dinner.
There's some good entertainment coming up, I can tell you that.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Mate, you look like you've got out as well.
Let's be real, the Irish go wherever it's
What a brilliant couple of hours that was. That's it, I'm on the way home, but I think I'm going to go the long way. Get off the motorway as early as possible. Well, I can tell you this has been one hell of a ride. Got absolutely soaked. That wasn't forecast. I was, my shoes, my boots are probably full of a half an inch of water slopping around inside them. I'm bloody freezing, to be honest, for the middle of May, and but it was all worth it. Oh dear, the bike's going to need a bit of a clean. This is the kind of wife we need, one that will wash our bikes down when we get back from a arduous ride to the Ace Cafe in London. I'm absolutely bloody soaked. My boots are half full of water. Thank you, Mrs. Little.